Yes, sir. We are here. We are live. No technical difficulties. None at all. None at all. Everything is working as it is supposed to work. Let's let the beat rock a little bit. Hey. Let me go fix this other screen while we at it. Let everybody file in, come in, hang out, get ready for this Mavs pregame show. Let me fix this part right here. And bang, there we go. Everything looking good. Again, no technicality difficulties. That is a good thing. That is a good thing. We're in a good space. Hello to everyone. Hope y'all doing good. Hope y'all ready for the show, man. Woo! Get some H2O in you. You know what I'm saying? We starting the show early today, man. I just figure get it started early. It is like a early tip-off. You know, normally it's around the time I normally start the pregame show, so it's not a bad thing, not a bad thing at all. So, all right, man. Enough of the diddle dallying and buying time and all that good stuff. Hope y'all ready for the show, and let's go and get all this stuff started, man. Just making sure everything else looks alright around here. Put that right here. Put this way over here. How about that? Put this right in the middle. Shoes. All right, the shoes look all right. Cool. All right, everything look good. Let's go ahead. Let's get this off and running. All right, man. This is your boy TGK here on TGK TV, and it is your unofficial Dallas Mavericks pregame show. And again, the way this show flows and the way this show goes is with your participation, your comments. You're the one that gets the show going. Again, I'm just, how would I put it? I'm just a vessel to keep the show going, right? So we're just here to have a good time. An hour leading up to the game. Just here to chat, talk about the game, talk about the matchups and all that good stuff. If this is your first time here, what we do is go through a segment. After the segment, jump in the comments. After comments, go back to another segment. And we just go back and forth like that. So again, if you enjoyed Maverick content, definitely leave a like. Let your friend know. Send it to a friend. Anything like that helps a long way. Again, I anticipate these pregame shows become a little more extravagant when we get towards the playoffs, if we make the playoffs. But I could definitely see these going to the point where I have to make them longer. You get what I'm saying? Is like to capture the actual hype. But nah, man, whoever's here, I appreciate y'all being here and getting ready for this game tonight. If y'all see anything wrong with the stream, if y'all hear my audio clip is off, or anything that may be wrong that doesn't seem right, definitely let me know in the comments, man. I'm glued to them to basically be on top of it. So without further ado, man, let's go ahead and let's get into the Suns. The Suns are still on my damn mind, man. Let's get into the Mavs and Jazz matchup. And yeah, that went too fast. Hold on, let's do it again. Dang, everything is like going fast on my laptop. It's like the CPU is doing good. That hasn't been impacted. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's go to the... Let's go ahead and go to the window, and here, this is where we're going to look up our opponent for tonight, all right? So for tonight, we are facing the Utah Jazz. Where the hell they at? There they go, right here. The Jazz are currently 31-34. Pretty bad record. But let's go and let's look at their roster. Let's start with their stats, man. Let's see what they got over here. Of course, they got Lauri Markkanen. I'm sorry, I said Larry Markkanen. All right, Larry Markkanen leading the team, the Utah Jazz, with 25.2 points per game. He's also leading the team in rebounds with 8.6 per game. Jordan Clarkson's leading the team with 4.4 assists. Kelly Olynyk is leading the team with 0.9 steals. And thankfully, Walker Kessler is not playing tonight, but he is leading that team with 2.3 blocks. Imagine you trade Rudy Gobert and you get back Rudy Gobert for cheaper. Like, that's crazy. Shout out to the Jazz for for getting that deal done and just finessing the Timberwolves. When you look at the rest of the team here, they have Colin Sexton at 14 points per game. They have Chris Dunn here. He's averaging about 13 points per game. Wow. Kelly Olynyk's averaging around 12. Tucker is playing today. What else we got here? They got how do you say Abaji? He's averaging 5.4 points per game. How many rebounds he averaging? I think there's a prop out there. 2 rebounds per game. I don't know about that. When we look at their injuries, again, Walker Kessler is out tonight from what I've seen. Maybe ESPN has something updated, but Walker Kessler is out. And Jordan Clarkson was questionable for today's game. And Colin Sexton remains out for the Jazz as well. So this is the start of the Mavs being able to go on a run here. This is definitely the time for them to take advantage of a team here and also take advantage of a schedule that they got coming up where they need to start racking up some wins, man. And when you look at this team, it's not something to be like, oh, you know, we don't got a shot. We definitely have a shot. We need to beat them, man. Let's go and look at the standings here. If my internet could speed up. As far as the standings are concerned, man, look at where the hell we are at. This is crazy to see where we're at. Right now, we are in the 7th spot in the Western Conference Finals. We are 7th in the West. The Utah Jazz, again, they're 31 and 34. They average 117 points per game while giving up 117 points per game. However, the Mavericks are scoring 114 points per game while giving up 113 points per game currently. Not sure what the numbers look like currently with the new addition of Kyrie. It'd be interesting to see how that looks like, but I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say, but I do feel like the Jazz are going to fall out of this 7th to 10th spot. They're going to fall out for sure, and probably the Lakers will be able to move up and take one of those spots. I don't see the Pelicans making the playoffs unless Zion comes back in a good enough time. The Thunder, they just don't have enough. So I see the Lakers making the play-in, and it's going to be extremely vital for the Dallas Mavericks to really start to get some wins under their belt, man. It is ridiculous that we keep losing. We're 4-6 over the last 10, and we're in 7th. And if we look at our schedule coming up, right? I want to take a look at our schedule and see what it looks like for us to really delve into how I feel. I think we're on the cusp of a good little winning streak here. Y'all gonna let me know what y'all think about our potential winning streak that we may have coming up. So look at this, right? Hopefully y'all can see it. Yes, y'all can see it. All right, cool. Y'all can see it. Cool. All right, so the Utah Jazz is tonight. I'm considering that a win. The New Orleans Pelicans is that a back-to-back? Oh, they're playing tomorrow. Damn, I gotta do a pregame show tomorrow at 5:30. Dang, that threw me off. I gotta prep tomorrow. Dang, I did not prep. My bad. But tomorrow's a back-to-back. They should be able to beat the New Orleans Pelicans, but you never know. But they should. If they could beat the Jazz tonight in convincing fashion and be done by the 4th quarter, they'll have enough juice to beat the New Orleans Pelicans tomorrow. All right. Then Saturday, they take on the Memphis Grizzlies without John Moran and Brandon Clark. The Mavs should be able to win that game. Then Monday, they take on the Memphis Grizzlies again. They should be able to win that game. Then Wednesday, I was thinking about going to this game, but I'm not any longer just because money's kind of tight and that's like 2 hours away from where I'm at. They should be able to beat the Spurs. And then Friday, they should be able to beat the Lakers. That's just how I feel. Like, they need to get some get back for that game. And then Memphis right after that. I don't see John Moran coming back anytime soon. So that is 7 games right there that you could go and win. This is a crucial time for the Mavericks right here. You could go and win 7 of those games. Say you lose to Golden State, cool. Then you got Charlotte again. You got Charlotte again. That's 2 wins. That should be 2 wins right there. Then you got Indiana. You need to get some get back for that, so you should probably win that game. Then you got Philadelphia. You might lose that game in Philly. Miami, I can see the Mavs winning that one because of Tim Hardaway. He's going to show up. Atlanta, you should beat Atlanta in Atlanta. You should beat Sacramento at home. You should beat the Chicago Bulls. And as for I see us like losing 2 games the rest of the way. If we're real, right? I'm not just saying anything to say it. I'm really not trying to be a homer, but if we're really who we think we want to become, the Mavs should rack off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 wins. They should be able to get 15 wins the rest of this way. It's kind of crazy. I know it's a crazy thing to say. I get it. Everything is, very, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't even know what the word I'm looking for. But if you get 15 wins, that gives you a 48-34 record. And 48 wins, I'm pretty sure that puts you in the 4th or 3rd spot in the West. So it's going to be interesting to see, man. It's going to be really, really interesting to see. All right, we're back over here on the screen, and let's go ahead and let's get into the chat, man. Shout out to everybody that has been dropping some stuff here. Hold on, man. Coy. Shout out to you, Coy. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the super chat. Let me go ahead and fix this chat box here. There we go. I think that works. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. As always, it's kind of cool to be able to make a show and then people drop a donation like that. That's dope as hell, and I'll never get over it. It's a really cool feeling to get every time. You know what I'm saying? I don't take it for granted. Richard Case, what's up, everybody? What's up, Richard? How you been, man? He said, kid figures out we need 145. The NBA wants it. I mean, I guess that's fine, right? I guess that's like the NBA and how we need to start scoring. So the Mavs need to get with it. No, I just think the Mavs need they just need to protect the rebound game. I think they need to eliminate the second chance points for the opposing team. If you can eliminate the second chance points, if Luka could close out on wide open threes, yes, I am critical there. I think it helps out in the long run. So I think we need to improve on that. As far as 140 points, I hope we don't need to score that. But then the Philadelphia 76ers and the Pacers scored that last night or something like that. So Amount says if we drop this game, emotional damage. We better not drop this game. I'll tell you that much. We have to go 10 and something. Nah, that's what I'm saying. I think we could get 15 wins if we are actually who we think we are. Now, we're going to get 15 wins. I wouldn't bet my house on it. I don't have a house, but I wouldn't bet your house on it. But if who we think we are, I think that'd be a good barometer to try to get to 48 wins for the season. No, it was good, bro. He said, what's good, TGK? We should get the dubs tonight. Feel like Luka and Kyrie going to go for 80 again. Damn. I hope not, bro. I hope they go for I hope it's like 32 and 28. Maybe make sure my math is right. Hopefully they go for 60 tonight. I'll take 60. Alex, what's good, man? He says, hopefully Seawood gets more playing time. We need him in the playoffs. And man, ideally, I would love for him to get more minutes, to get a starting spot. But I think with Kyrie being a starter, it's okay for Wood to come off the bench. It's just you need to give Wood about 25 to 30 minutes. If you remember in the last stream, I had said if Wood gets over 23 and a half minutes, we might win this game. And he only got 22, and we lost the game. And so if you would have given him the Dwight Powell minutes at the end of the game, who knows what happens, bro? Who knows? 15 and 2 is it's super optimistic. It's damn near homerish. But I'm just saying, like, when you look at the rosters and compare them, there's no John Morant. You should get 3 wins right there. And no Brandon Clark. But again, we are the Mavericks, so at the end of it is what it is. Coy says, I think Ja got a 50-game suspension, I'm pretty sure. I think right now they're investigating it. And I think depending if he did have a firearm with him on the plane and on team travel, then yeah, that's an automatic 50. And he messed up pretty bad, bro. Messed up horrendously in that situation. Richard K says, agree with rebounds. Check out scores. Nobody plays defense. Rebounds are the ticket. You know what's funny? What's funny is, as we attempt to dive a little deeper into this, I wanted to touch on this subject, right? And before we touch on that subject, we need to get beneath the surface. All right, man. So here it is now, right? The Dallas Mavericks and the Phoenix Suns played the other night. And to Richard's point, I want to show something. Let's look at the scores. The Suns score 130 points and they beat us. We score 126. And it's like as if, no one from like, just in general, right? It seems like no one understands that teams like the Mavericks, when they say, oh, the Mavericks don't have defense. Well, damn, does the Sun have defense? Because they gave up 126. We gave up 130. Look at this score. In 4 quarters, the 76ers and Pacers, 147, 143. And the 76ers are supposed to be a NBA title contender. They're considered to have defense, right? So I guess they don't have defense because they gave up 143. But the Mavs give up 126. They have no defense. But yet the Mavs beat the same team, the 76ers. And then they lost to the Pacers where they didn't give up 143. All right, that's one. Look at the Hawks and the Heat. The Heat, quote unquote, they have a defense, right? They give up 128. And those are just 2 little examples. But what I'm trying to get across is I hate the narratives. Especially when the narrative is based on like this simple surface level perspective. Of course the Mavericks don't have defense. I don't think nobody disagrees with that, right? No one's here to disagree that we ain't got defense. But nor do these other teams that we quote unquote say have defense. For example, like the Nuggets. They give up more points per game than we do, if I'm correct, from what I last seen, right? But it just boggles my mind sometimes. Like when you look around the league, you see all these other teams that give up so many points per game, and no one is isolating the fact that they give up so many points per game. For example, here, I'll actually show you. I don't just talk it, I'll show you. The Denver Nuggets, right? The opposing points per game. They give up 112 points per game. Now they score 117. So there is some kind of defense there, but they give up 112. The Grizzlies, 112. The Sacramento Kings give up 118. The Golden State Warriors give up 117. Yet the Mavericks give up 113. And yes, you could say, well, when you look at the Mavericks pace, you could bring up the Mavericks pace, kind of helps the defense. You can say the Mavericks half court offense helps all of that. But now that they have Kyrie, yeah, we're probably bottom 5th. I think we are bottom 5th in defense. But it's like, who are those other bottom 5th teams? And that's one thing I wish I would have. But I just wanted to make note of it. Like I get tired of lazy narratives, and that is really what I want to get after here. All right. So, anything else I need to touch on? Hold on. Let me see. No, nothing else I need to touch on. All right, let's get back to the music. I'll bring back the detective music here in a bit. All right, what we got here? All right, Rich K says, yeah, they want to make example out of him. Out of John Morant, yep. I've seen some funny memes. Now, I'm not trying to make light of it. It's like, dude, like, I think everybody saw it coming, right? Like everybody was like warning him, like, Ja, like chill out, like this isn't who you want to be. And there's this Instagram page called Ja Warrant, like a warrant. Stupid. Coy says, if you don't mind, what are your opinions on Perk and JJ? My opinion on Perk and JJ. I mean, we might as well bring this back in here. All right, let's talk about it, man. let's talk about it. So, for those that don't know, there's this whole. It feels like a very, very forced opinion that Kendrick Perkins shared, and he basically saying that Nikola Jokic is basically stat padding. Like he was averaging only 9 assists per game, and then in certain games, instead of shooting over 10 shots, he shot less shots and got more assists to boost his what would he call it, his triple-double numbers. And I'm just like, oh man, like it'd be one thing if it's like a rebound, if it's like points, like you could kind of stat pad those, right, if you figure it out. But assist, that means you're depending You're depending on others to make a shot, bro. And as a team guy, sometimes if you're the guy and you're making all the shots and you're passing and they're not making the shots, you're kind of inclined to just go and take the shot yourself. But Nikola Jokic is very effective with getting really easy shots for his teammates. And so I just feel like the whole narrative that Kendrick Perkins was coming up with was a little bit forced. And then when he doubled down on it and he tried to make it about, oh, what about these players that aren't in the top 10 in scoring? And he only mentioned Steve Nash, Dirk, and who was the other guy? And Jokic, my bad. So he only mentions the 3 quote-unquote white guys, right? And so then it starts feeling uncomfortable, like, oh, bro, don't do this, don't do it. And then JJ calls him out today in a very heated debate on First Take. I definitely watched it. And yeah, I mean, Kendrick did kind of allude to that. And then he alluded that the MVP voting is 80% of a demographic. And I get it. It just, in this regard, we all know that the NBA is based on a story of the season, like who is the best player on the best team. That has always been kind of like the thing there, but it felt like a very forced thing, and unfortunately it came to an ugly turn with JJ and Perkins. I don't disagree with anything JJ said. As far as Perkins, if he was going to go about the whole stat padding thing, it would have been best for him to say in general player stat pad instead of just calling out Jokic to hurt his MVP potential candidacy, right? That's all he was trying to do. He was trying to hurt his MVP candidacy, and I just felt like it was a very, very forced narrative, and that's why it took a turn for the worse today. But those are my thoughts on that. Appreciate the question, though, Koi. Let me see what we got here. This mother effer investigative music. Thank you, TGK. That's my point. Yes, sir. Joe Wilkes Booth. I'm dead. Gotta give it to him, man. He said he wasn't bringing a knife to a gunfight. Sorry, bad joke, but couldn't help it. Yo, there's been some funny jokes. Hopefully, the stress that he is dealing with. Apparently, there's gonna be a report coming out that he has like a drug and alcohol addiction. Whatever all that stuff is, hopefully he gets over it. But sometimes when you're in the public, man, you're going to get jokes. You're going to get memed. It is what it is. And it's up to people in the public to enjoy those memes. That's what's going to come with it. And thankfully, I mean, you look at it. We lost to the Suns, and then they were putting Luka as a baby being held by Devin Booker. Like, bro, we know who the real daddy is in that relationship. But it just comes with it, man. That's what comes with the media, the Twitter, and all that good stuff. So, shout out to Slovenia Hoops fan. He said for like all the podcasters and all the Twitter personalities to apologize to Luka for criticizing him on not giving effort on those closeout threes in Ish Wainwright. And I'm here to say that I am not apologizing for that, because one, I didn't have an issue with it. Second, I'm not a Mavs influencer. Third, I don't think anybody should apologize. I think it's actually justified to criticize Luka on that aspect. Now, was I mad at the game? Hell no. It is what it is. We lost. But when you see a wide open person hit a shot, it's probably best to guard him the next time. And then you don't. And then you see him a third time. It's probably best to go put a hand up on the third one, and then you don't. That's what kind of loses the games. And so that's my only thing. All right, before we get into the keys of the matchup, let me read these last 2 comments. Perk wants to process to win something not happening. The process, gotcha. Yeah, no, Joel Embiid is definitely a viable candidate for MVP. It's just he's got to get a better record than the Nuggets, and he just got to improve his win share, bro. I mean, if he has a better record than the Nuggets, then yeah, he has a really good chance to get it. But he's up there. He is up there. He should be in consideration, but we shall see. RC says, did you see Ja down in that bottle of tequila on the plane? Rumor has it he's also dealing with an alcohol addiction. Yeah, see? Man, y'all be on it just as much as I'll be on it. And I don't be thinking I'll be reading everything, but I guess I do. Yeah, apparently he has some kind of addiction, and hopefully he gets over that, man, because it is wild to be as young as he is, in the position that he's in, to have an addiction and have an addiction to wanting to portray an image and holding a gun in a club. Like, no, bro, you don't have to do that, and you shouldn't do that, especially if you want to be marketable in the NBA. That should not be the thing you want to do. It looks really bad. It looks really bad, and hopefully the dad could help him turn it around. I don't know what it is, but it's just yeah, it's not a good look. Rich K still would have picked Ja over Zion, but it is sad. No, I definitely would have picked. I would have loved to pick Ja over Zion. Mavs would have had a chance if we didn't win the last 2 games of the season of that year. But you know, then neither here nor there. So it is what it is. All right, guys, let's go ahead and let's get into the keys to victory. All right. Keys of victory. It's very simple today. Hold on. Before we run out of time, my bad, guys. Let's not do keys of victory yet. Before we run out of time, I actually want to do my little underdog pick, right? And I want to do a very conservative one today because I've been going kind of crazy with them. I want to do a very conservative one because the lines have changed. And if you're into like wanting to do underdog, I don't recommend it. I don't recommend you spending any money. But I just want to do a quick live bet because on the last stream that we did, I ended up hitting for $150. And on the bet that I showed on here, we hit pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. Let's see, Jazz. All right, can y'all see this? No, obviously not, because we're not in this screen. All right, so real quick, let me make a line real quick for y'all. So Lauri Markkanen, Walker Kessler is not playing. Do I feel comfortable that he's going to get over 10 rebounds? I don't see what he averages on assist-wise. I think he'll get over 10 rebounds. So I'm going to go with over 10 rebounds. I have him in a different lineup where he's at like 8, so I definitely took the 8. So I have another lineup where he's at 8, but this is the current lines that they got right now. Kelly Olynyk, it'd be safe to say he could get over 7 with Kessler out, but Tucker, he's averaging 3, 4, and 3 without Kessler. Could he get an extra 2? That's risky. That's really risky. What about Abaji? Yeah, 14, 8, 9, 2, 2. Put him at 3. What? How many points does he average? 14, 9. I see him actually getting 12 points tonight. It's always one of those guys that's playing against the Mavs that always has one of those games, right? As far as the other two, Olynyk, I have him at 6 on another line, and I just don't want to mess with him. It is what it is at that point. I think Kyrie clears 6 assists easily tonight. Dwight Powell is on here. Ew. Josh Green is on here. And not rebounds. Honestly, I could see Josh Green getting over 15 on points, rebounds, assists. Let me see. Because he didn't do crap against the Phoenix Suns. So he normally bounced back on a bad game. So let's go with that. Let's give him points, rebounds, assists. That's the risky pick tonight. And then let's go with Bullock getting over 9. And we're gonna just do $5 again. And this is the line tonight. It is Lauri Markkanen over 9.5 rebounds, Abaji over 11.5 points, Kyrie over 6 assists, Josh Green over 14.5 points, rebounds, and assists, and Reggie Bullock over 8.5 points. Let's go ahead and put that in there with no insurance, just raw dogging it, and that is that. So if y'all are watching, I got a link in the description below in case y'all want to play this stuff. But again, I do not recommend. I do not recommend. All right. Embiid doesn't know centers are not important, even though it's our biggest need. Crazy. We should win tonight. Rel, what's good? Rel? Damn, I got the wrong thing up here. Rel says we should win tonight. That is the understatement of the night. We have to win. We need to win, and we definitely should win tonight. Hit that like button. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. It helps a lot, guys. If y'all get that like button, I really appreciate it. All right, let's get into the keys of victory. Keys of victory. All right, so very first thing that comes off on to my mind in this game is you should win. I don't see them being able to stop you. I see Lauri Markkanen having a ball of a game tonight. I see him clearing 30 points. I see him clearing 12 rebounds. He's probably gonna have a 30 and 12 night tonight. But that should be it. I don't know if Jordan Clarkson is playing. Let me check the Twitter verse over here. I don't know if he's playing. Do y'all know if he's playing? Let me see. Let me see. I think there should be a Jazz lineup. I don't know if there's anything I can find on Twitter right quick. Let me see. And then I put Jazz lineup and it's showing me like Jazz, bands. But I don't really know Jazz bands, dogs. How about I just put Clarkson? Let's see what pops up. Oh, dang. No Clarkson, no Kessler, and the Jazz are getting blown out by 39. Oh, that's someone's tweet. Wow. So I don't think Jordan Clarkson is playing tonight. Okay. If he does not play, the key to victory is just play your game, beat the Jazz, and have an easy fourth quarter. There's not much to it. They don't have Kessler. He averages almost 2 to 3, 4, 5 blocks a game. Averages almost 10 rebounds. Walker Kessler is a problem. Not offensively, but just on the boards and defensively, problem. The only guy we really worrying about is Markkanen, and I don't care if he goes off. It's just all the other Mavs have to. So the key to victory tonight is just let Markkanen go off and hold everybody else and let the Mavs do their thing. It is a simple game plan today. Go out there and play flow basketball and just have a good time, bro. This should be one of the easier wins of the season. And I ain't trying to overlook them, right? We're in playoff mode right now. This is the time where the Mavs need to come out and actually put an opponent away before the fourth quarter starts. I do not want to see Luka and Kyrie playing 40 minutes tonight at all. I don't even want to see them playing 35 minutes tonight. They should both play at least minimum 30 to 28 minutes tonight at best. That's it. So we'll see what they got, man. But sorry that the keys to victory was so short. It's just there's really not much to get into, man. It should be an easy game tonight. Reggie might not play. Right now, might not pay or might not play. Quit playing with me. I have him on several lines tonight. Alex says Bullock might be our third best player. Dang, Josh Green isn't our third best? He's probably our third best shooter right now. Probably. Yeah, he's probably our third best shooter. Green. Yeah, man. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get into my favorite, very favorite segment here. Over-unders. All right, man. So what we do on over-unders is I'll put a poll question in the chat and y'all will respond to it with what y'all think. I always love doing the Kyrie Luka points together. I'm gonna put it at this number, and y'all let me know if Kyrie and Luka get over together, combining their points. Do they get over 59.5 points tonight? Let me know what y'all think. H2O, bro. H2O. H2O is a good thing to have. But it's interesting. Let me look around on Twitter to see if there's any news that we need to look at as y'all are voting No more of the underdog. I'm done with underdog. Made too many bets today. If I were to hit all of my bets today, that's like $1,000 come up. But am I gonna hit all of them? I'd be happy if I could just hit one. Dang, no 77 spaces today. I'll run show in the meantime. Hey, I got a shout out. Hey, that's what's up, man. I'll take the shout out, man. Appreciate it. That's what's up. I did not expect that. That's dope. Shout out to 77 spaces though, man. I know whenever I get a chance to like, whenever I go home, I probably won't be able to do a pregame show, but I definitely always check them out if they're on before I get on. So definitely shout out to 77 spaces. All right, I can't find the Mavs page. Let me go ahead and go to Mavs PR over here. And then under Mavs PR, let me see if there is anything going on about our starting lineup. So, okay, look at that. We got some good news. Maxi Kleber is available for tonight's game against the Jazz, while JaVale McGee will be out with a right ankle sprain. What the hell did JaVale McGee do to sprain his ankle, dogs? I don't get that. How did he sprain his ankle? How did he sprain his ankle? This in practice? You sprained your ankle in practice? Come on, man. Come on, JaVale McGee. Montreal, Mavs fan for life. Let's go, Mavs. Hey, appreciate you, Montreal. If you haven't been here, I do pregame shows visually. As you know, there's 77 spaces. They do a pregame show on Twitter, and then I do it visually over here on YouTube. So if you're into that kind of thing, man, appreciate you being here, and leave a like and sub to the channel, man. Okay, so let's look at this poll right quick after 4 votes. And we only got 4 votes for Luka and Kyrie. 4 votes. Y'all have all voted that they get over 59.5 points tonight. So at least both of them, right, should be scoring 30. Yeah. If it's a blowout, I see them going under, but I could also see them going over just by killing the Jazz early on. So that'll be definitely interesting to see if they both get over 60. And if they get over 60 tonight, I'm gonna bring it up on We Talk Mavs tonight for sure. So let me go ahead and end that poll. But let's get into another option here, another little poll right quick. Let's see. So I do think the Mavs go on a 7-game winning streak, right? Watch this. So I want to see what y'all feeling like. Do the Mavs go on a 7-game winning streak? Yes or no? Vote below. If you've seen the schedule, we have the Jazz, and then we have like the Memphis Grizzlies a couple of times in a row, and then we have the San Antonio Spurs, and then we have the Lakers. So there's a chance to go on a good little run here. Now, can they pull it off? If they're the team who we think they are or think they're capable of being with Luka and Kyrie, I don't see why they wouldn't be able to. So yeah, go ahead and leave a like on that. Maybe respond to that poll if y'all don't mind. Hold on. Let me respond to Rolo here. All right, let's get back over here. Shackton be Shackton. Shackton being Shackton, yeah. I want to see him get more minutes. And from the standpoint of, if Dwight Powell is not doing it, and Maxi Kleber is not doing it, give McGee like 5 minutes a game, bro. And I understand they're trying to use Markieff Morris. Do I feel like Markieff Morris has been playing pretty good for us? He's only been playing like 2 minutes. Let's be honest. They only give him like 2 to 4 minutes a game. And he's knocked down a 3 in those 2 to 4 minutes. His plus minus is pretty good when he's out there. So I would like to see him get a little bit more run, maybe with Kleber protecting him, but I prefer Christian Wood to be out there. So if it's going to take minutes from Wood, I don't want to see Markieff. I'd rather see Christian Wood out there. But that's just my 2 cents. Macho said, yeah, I agree. Yeah, man. Especially when it comes to the Mavericks, they should be able to go on a nice little winning streak. You got to beat the Jazz tonight. The Jazz don't have a defensive anchor tonight. They don't have another man that could create assists for them tonight. So they have to do what they could do tonight, and they got to take care of business. It should be one of the easier victories of the season for the Dallas Mavericks. And if they fall flat on their face tonight, I will probably. I don't even know how the vibes would be like tomorrow facing the Pelicans. Whatever happens tonight, I really don't hope Luka and Kyrie sit tomorrow. I hope none of them sit tomorrow. I got a feeling one of them is. Maybe Luka, because he's been nursing a little bit of a quad, a hammy injury. I think it's a quad injury. And I just don't want to see them sitting, bro. Nah, not against the Pelicans, not at this time. This is the time when you need to rack up wins, right? We need to rack up wins. We need to take care of business and start getting on a good little win streak here. So it's just a perfect opportunity to get the ball rolling in the right way and get some chemistry going and get back in a position to winning basketball games, right? So let me see here. I want to show y'all something. I don't know if y'all know. Let me take y'all to what I'm looking at here. Let me show you. All right, so if you're seeing this right here, this is Grant Afseth. I hope I say his last name right, but he is pretty awesome with the way he communicates in the post-game interviews. He does a really good job, like the questions that he asks. But I want to show you a play here, right? If y'all are on Twitter, again, there's this debate of like Luka's effort defensively on closing out on threes. And at the time, it is what it is. I kind of know what to expect from Luka defensively, but I wasn't complaining about it, right? But in this game, in this particular moment, Wayne Ishright already hit about 2 threes. And you look at this as I'm playing it live. Booker gets the ball, right? Tim Hardaway's on Booker. Booker gets a screen from Ish, right? Here's Ish. Ish picks Tim Hardaway Jr. Tim Hardaway is going to stay on Booker, and Luka's going to protect the paint, right? Because Dwight Powell back here cannot protect the paint. So then you forward a little bit more. Booker does a little bit of a dribble. He dribbles a little bit just to see what happens. Is Luka going to stay right there, or is he going to come and double? Or is he going to go and guard Wayne Ishright, or Ishright, whatever you can use, how you say his name. So you got Tim Hardaway and Luka right here. They're not moving. They're not going nowhere. So Booker knows, hey, let me just get in a good position to pass Ish right here the ball, who has been hot and hit about 2 3-pointers at this time. So he drives. Booker knew what the hell he was doing. He knew, because he had his head down. It's not like he was looking at Ish the whole time. He knew Ish was going to be wide open. And you look at the distance. Here's the ball. Here's Ish. Here's Luka. Does Luka come and close out, right? Because if you ever played basketball and you ever played call out, right, where you're under the basket and the guys at the top of the three, they pass you the ball, and before, I think it's either before this line or the free throw line, you got to throw the ball back at them and then go defend it. Luka has more than enough time and space to come and contest this, right? And then you see he has the ball. Where's Luka? He's not running over here to contest this shot. And as a matter of fact, he stays right there. And we were up 1, and that put them up 2. And I just felt like, not to criticize Luka. I understand that this is going to happen with Luka. It's going to happen with Luka, right? But there was this narrative that we as Mavs fans shouldn't be so critical of Luka. Like, what I'm trying to get across right now, I hope I'm not losing anybody. What I'm trying to get across is I just want Luka to improve on certain bad habits that he has. And bad habits that he has is closing out on defense. Bad habits that he has is arguing with the refs a lot. While he is justified to argue a lot. It's just in certain instances, like if say you're playing pickup and you got a homeboy that doesn't go and attempt to just put a hand up. It's like, bro, do you, like, come on, man. You know, and I think like I speak in a basketball term of like looking at it from how I would look at it from a teammate, knowing how much he does offensively for us. It's just in that crucial part of the game, in that early in the game, cool, whatever. But in that crucial of the game, like, we can't just be standing watching people shoot practice threes. And that was my only critique, which is not a critique because I didn't have it. But when you start calling people out and saying, hey, you Mavs fans need to apologize. Apologize for what? Exactly. What am I apologizing for? For an actual constructive criticism? For a justified criticism? I ain't apologizing for jack. You kissed my ass with that. Nick says, what's good? What's good, Nick? Hopefully everything's good with you, man. Good to see you in here. Alex says, Luka can be very lazy. He can be. And I know he put so much effort in the offensive end, so we kind of give it a pass. But it's just like in those crucial moments, I don't want to see lazy Luka. I don't. And I know he might be tired, and I know he's injured. I know he's dealing with nagging injuries. But you just got to go put a hand up. I'd rather it be like a half effort hand up than just watching him and like you see the ball and damn, we're down 2 points. You get what I'm saying? Luka at 24 is the perfect time to fix his bad habits. Otherwise, it will haunt him for the rest of his career. Yeah, imagine LeBron at 24 not closing out. Like, closing out is just part of the game. Here's what could happen, right? I don't know if I still got it up. Let me see if I got it up. Okay, I still got it up. Y'all still seeing it. Say Luka. Let me see if I go back far enough. Right here. Because you see Luka is looking at the ball the whole way, right? But say Luka was closing out at this point. Like, say Luka was like right here, right? And he did put a hand up. Because when you put a hand up and someone's coming at you, you might feel like they're going to hit your leg or whatever the case may be. And yeah, it does mess with your shot. It does change a 90% shot wide open to a 70% shot. And you rather a 70% chance if you make some defensive efforts, right? Say Luka was running full speed at him, right? And say he missed that three, right? But let me pull it back a little bit. All right. So say at this point, Luka was running full speed at him, right? Y'all see my little hand mouse right here? Say Luka was running past him at this point, and he missed the three. Dwight Powell at that point could rebound it and throw it up to Luka, who is now snowbirding and getting an easy two. You get what I'm saying? Like, there is benefits to doing this the right way. There's benefits to closing out properly where closing out properly where it could create an advantage for you. And so those are the things I just want to see Luka improve. Now, as far as apologizing, again, I ain't apologizing. I don't care. I'm sorry. Slovenia Hoops fan. I mess with you. I like your content. I appreciate what you do for the Mavs community and specifically what you bring from Slovenia. But you're not going to get an apology out of Mavs fans who are justified in critiquing. Now, those that are making fun of him, I get that. Don't even ignore those guys. But critiques, it is part of the game, bro. And you'd rather it come from the actual fans than the national media. Macho put a laughing emoji. Richard K says Luka has some time to practice. He needs off-season work. He needs an off-season to work on things. He just doesn't get an off-season, man. He'd be playing all off-season. That's the other issue. Nick says, everything good, bro. Just got back making a little bag, doing ride share just in time for the game. Nice. There's no ride share down here in Kingsville, Texas. You would think there is, but there's not. Not just Luka's on-court habits, his off-court habits as well. He needs to manage his body the way LeBron does. Spend as much money as he can on his body. Man, the moment Luka looks at his fitness, at his diet, at his body, like the tempo that he should, which he's 23. I'll say about like 26, 27, he really dives into that realm. That dude gonna be unstoppable, and hopefully he's still a Dallas Maverick. Because what would be the worst thing ever is that when Luka is at his pure peak prime, like his absolute prime, that he's not a Dallas Maverick, I'd just be sick to my stomach. And it's like, bro, you gave us the lazy Luka. Like, I wanted to see the supreme athletic, mean Luka. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get back to the poll over here, and I put the Mavs going on a 7-game winning streak, and 6 votes says, hell yeah, we're going on a 7-game winning streak. So I'm glad y'all feeling the same way, man. We keeping the positivity. We staying optimistic. Yes, we might not have the best defense. Yes, we might not win the championship, but as long as we're going towards improving the team and hopefully re-signing Kyrie and hopefully going to get a big like a Walker Kessler, even though we probably won't get him. Getting another big would change this team's outcome moving forward. And that's the only thing we're missing. We're missing a big that rebounds and defends the rim. So let me go ahead and end that poll right there. And again, we got about 15 minutes before the game starts. Man, these streams just go, bro. I appreciate it. All y'all comments. If you haven't commented, if you got a question you want, something to just kind of bring it up, man. I read every single comment here, so y'all the ones that keep the show going and keep the show flowing. Again, it's not just me. I'm just a vessel to make this show go. They kill an hour before the game time. So let me see what other prop I want to come up with. Let's go with Markkanen. I don't know how you spell his name. They got him at 27.5 points. I think he gets like 32. So let's put 29, 5 points. And let's go over or under. I think he gets 32 tonight. Underdog got him at 27.5. Let me know if y'all think Markkanen gets over 29.5 tonight. Nick says, if the Mavs just avoid the play-in, I'm 100% happy and confident with their chances. Yes. I'm glad you said this. Hold on. All right, besides that, let's get back to the ESPN NBA. I want to show y'all something, right? Let's take a look. Let's really delve into like looking at this a little bit differently, right? Hey. All right, so men's college basketball. No, I'm trying to go to NBA. There we go. Men's college basketball. Like, I have no clue what the hell's going on over there. All right, let's take a look at this. Let me volume this down a little bit. All right, let's take a look at this. Look at this with me, right? Say we finish as the 7th seed, even with the play-in, we're the 7th seed. You see who our matchup would be? It would be the Memphis Grizzlies, which I feel like the Memphis Grizzlies are going to fall off. But if it's the Dallas Mavericks versus the Memphis Grizzlies as currently constructed, give me the Mavs all day. If the Mavs fall to or move up to 6th, you know who we play then? We play the Sacramento Kings. I like my chances against the Sacramento Kings. Yes, I do. Say we move up to 5th. You know who we play? We play the Phoenix Suns. I love my chances against the Phoenix Suns. I ain't gonna lie. Imagine Kyrie and Luka a month and a half from now, firing on all cylinders. Man, I feel like I'm peaking. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not peaking. Am I peaking? I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. All right. Imagine Luka and Kyrie firing on all cylinders, going against the Suns. I like my chances because the Suns ain't got no bench. All right. So who are the teams in the West that I would be semi-concerned playing? And the music ends as soon as I was trying to ponder. There's nobody in the West that I fear. You look at the other teams. Like, if the Mavericks could just figure it out eventually and have a little bit of a defense resistance-wise, and their offense is just so proficient, there's nobody in the West I fear. Against the Denver Nuggets, I like my chances. Kyrie and Luka picking Nikola Jokic to death all day. All day. Yeah, they're going to kill us in the boards. Yes, they are. Now, we might not beat them, but I like my chances. I like my chances with everybody else here. The Clippers are not the Clippers who we think they are. The Portland Trail Blazers, they're just there. The Lakers might make it, and I ain't scared of the Lakers. Because AD, who's to say AD's going to stay healthy the whole time? So that is my confidence level. I feel like the Dallas Mavericks are in a good spot right now. If they can just turn it around. And hopefully they can turn it around. Let's get back to the comments. We got 10 minutes before tip-off. Well, not tip-off, but 10 minutes before all the activities of the game starts. Alex says, I think Kyrie should be our closer for the most part. He's more efficient. And he's less hurt than Luka is. And I think having like Luka come up and do a pick for Kyrie at the top of the key is super effective, depending on who the hell else it is out there. But again, you always want to figure out a matchup and get more of a big to guard Kyrie. But it'd be interesting to see what happens, man. Definitely will be interesting to see. Who the hell texts me? Okay, never mind. Richard K is on our DPY DP. Richard, what are you trying to say here? No, he says, I fear Golden State. It's a healthy fear. It's a healthy fear. But I think you feel a little bit different this year because you got Kyrie. And he's not going to necessarily shrink against the Warriors the way Jalen Brunson kind of shrunk against the Warriors. Because Luka needed another guy. And it was Spencer Dinwiddie that was showing up. But Jalen Brunson didn't. And then we didn't show up in the paint. Are we going to have those same issues? Yeah. But here's some weird thing, right? I feel like playoff time is when you need to utilize JaVale McGee because you're going to slow down the game. And I don't know if y'all remember the Miami Heat's championship when they had Alonzo Mourning and they beat the Mavs. Alonzo Mourning was a problem, bro. A problem. And I hope JaVale McGee has that kind of effect. I know I'm asking for a lot, but I need that JaVale McGee. But Golden State is a healthy fear, but not scared. I wouldn't mind seeing them again. Nick says Nuggets, Clippers with healthy Kawhi and Warriors with healthy Curry and Clay. The only teams I think Mavs will have a hard time with in the playoffs. I agree. And the funny thing about it is 2 of those teams you won't even see in the first round or first 2 rounds. So you got a chance to avoid them all the way to the Western Conference. So, and then if the teams that they have to go through, if say they get eliminated by the said teams, you're going against teams that I just don't feel like I fear, bro. There's no team in the West I fear with Luka and Kyrie, and saying they're firing on all cylinders and we create some kind of top 22 defense. If we could be a top 22 defense, that'd be great. RC says, I don't know if I have that kind of faith in Kid to turn it around. Damn. I can't even finish reading your comment. Oh, man. He said, I don't know if I have the kind of faith in Kid to turn it around. I think he will initially be our downfall. He's been a problem all season. God, man. I was feeling so good about everything, bro. And then
emotional damage.
I was feeling so good about everything. I totally forgot about Kid. Mr. Glass healthy sounds like ESPN Lakers. Jokic will devour the Mavs. Of course, he will. I still have PTSD from what Kawhi did in 2020 and 2021. Curry and Clay championship pedigree. Yeah. I just don't think Kawhi is as healthy as he was in 2020 and 2021. Because when you remember it, right, in 2020 and in 2021, he got injured right after our series. It's like he sold his body just to beat us, and then his body gave up on him. So I don't see us facing the Clippers in the first round to begin with. And I don't think they could go that far, to begin with that as well. So I don't think we'll see them. And Curry and Clay, they have a horrible road record. And last year they figured it out towards the end of the year. They have yet to figure it out. And so we'll see how they go. Richard K says, Defensive Player of the Year, Powell, no way Laurie goes off. I'm dead. Bro, Laurie going off. Laurie is going off. Nick says, RC, I have faith in Kid. He knows what it takes, and I think he'll pull through. Man, I hope. I sure do hope so. All right, man, let's go ahead and let's end that last poll. Let me see what y'all said. Laurie Marketing, 29.5 points. Y'all are saying he's going to be under that. Dang, that might mess up my parlays, bro. That'll mess up my parlays. All right, man, let's go ahead and let's get into the last segment of the show here. And this is the Mavs and Jazz game predictions. All right, man. And with that being said, you already know how this goes. I got to go in detective mode. And got to turn this other music down. And let's go ahead and let's go to the window video screen. As you know what I do, I always look at Vegas and see what they are thinking, see what they are drinking. Mavs versus Jazz odds. Oh, crap. No, what the hell? Mavs versus Jazz odds. So let's see what Vegas is thinking in terms of this game between the Mavericks and the Utah Jazz tonight. I imagine it's gonna be a weird spread. Before I even look, you see me right here. I ain't gonna look. I'm gonna predict that Vegas is thinking there's gonna be like a 10-point victory for the Mavericks. All right, I'm gonna look now. Ooh, 8. I was close. 8-point victory for the Mavericks. That's what they got. Oh no, the updated spread. The updated spread has the Mavericks favored by 10.5. Damn, I'm good, bro. I'm good with this. I'm good. I should be working for Caesars Sportsbook. All right. Dang, the money line, bro. Look at that money line. Mavericks favored by 10.5. They're predicting a score of 237 total. All right. Let's see. All right, as I'm creating my own prediction and score, I definitely want everybody in here to document their prediction and score in the comments below, as I'm coming up with mine, and then also come up with who's gonna get interviewed after the game, right? So I'm gonna say, say Mavs 125. I just don't think the Jazz will have enough firepower, bro. To 111. And post-game interview is gonna go to post-game interview. It's gonna go to, damn, this is a good one. You go either Luka, Kyrie. That's kind of too easy. Let's go Kyrie. I think he still needs to do a couple of more post-game interviews with us. He's only done one. We need to win some more. And yeah, there we go. I got the Mavs winning 125-111 against the Utah Jazz, and Kyrie Irving gets the post-game interview. Richard K says 128-119 Mavs. All right, take the over. Definitely take the over for sure in this matchup. Yeah, man, that's what I got, dogs. That's what I got. If you're still in here, man, if you haven't liked the video, definitely go leave a like. Appreciate y'all being here on the pregame show. Again, we got a couple more minutes before it's game time. If y'all got any comments, anything y'all want to get off your chest, go ahead and let it be known up in the comment section. Again, I respond to everything as much as I can. Green Goblin time. Yeah, I was thinking about him being the... I feel like I should play a different song. Here we go. No, let's do this one. Yeah, let's do this one. All right. Let's get the hype going. Let's get hyped up in here. All right. I was thinking about going with Josh Green for the post-game interview, but I mean, they probably want to talk to Kyrie some more. Nick says, what seed... let me go here. What seed do you think the Mavs will end up in? All right. Let's see, bro. Let's see. I think there's a way to really kind of predict that. If the Mavs get at least 13 wins, right? Look at our standings. I think we could catch the Grizzlies without Morant. Or not catch them, but we could get close to them. I think we'll catch the Timberwolves. Damn. I'm gonna say Mavs finish 5th in the West. I think Mavs finish 5th in the West. That is my prediction. Mavs finish 5th in the West, and we get a first round matchup with the Suns, bro. That'd be crazy. Is Maxey playing? Yes, he is cleared to play. Whether he plays or not, that's up to Jason Kidd, but he is active to go and ready to go. So is Bertans. Green Ranger. Can't make up my mind. I like both names. Yeah, same. I think I like Green Goblin more. But Green Ranger is easier to say. Green Goblin. Goblin. I don't know how do you say it. Anyway, guys, I don't see any more comments. So I'm going to go ahead and end the show. Appreciate y'all being here, man. Y'all go and enjoy the Mavs game. Get your food ready. Get your whatever ready. Hold on. We do got comments. Hold on. Mavs will be 6th. They'll face Kings as a 3rd seed. Grizz will fall to 4th or 5th. Suns will go up to 2. Damn. Green is too light-skinned to be a villain. But yeah, I think the conservative one is Mavs 6th, but I wouldn't mind being 5th and facing the Kings as well, or the Grizz. I wouldn't mind facing the Grizz. I'll tell you that much. All right, man. It's been your boy TGK, man. Appreciate y'all being here, guys. Y'all enjoy the game. Let me know anything that y'all find out after the game. Y'all can chat up here, but I'll definitely be in the We Talk Mavs post-game show tonight, so definitely check it out there. You know what I'm saying? We'll be in the comments there, but appreciate y'all being here, man. It's been your boy TGK, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow. I have to, now I got to do another pregame show tomorrow. I got to think of, my schedule. Anyway, see y'all tomorrow, guys. Y'all enjoy the game.